You know, again, yeah, you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, y'all love that image of white Jesus, the image of white supremacy. You know, yeah, because you can't go to the scriptures and show me in the scriptures where it says that the Most High gonna have blue eyes. You know, furthermore, you know, 2,000 years ago, you know, and they got a clear image, and I've spoken about that in the scriptures, that they got a picture and color of good old Jeebus. And y'all continue to worship that image. Y'all continue to call on the name of that image because y'all have no critical thinking skills, and you continue to not to open up and read the Bible. In verse 10, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. So the Most High is saying, he's saying, because y'all been led as a flock to the slaughter, he's not going to allow us to live in the land of Egypt no more. This is spiritual Egypt. This captivity has been hell on you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. Just because you had the appearance of freedom, you don't have the appearance of freedom. You got neighborhoods that you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, y'all can't even walk in. You know, you go into any store, especially you Negro, Latino, and Native American males, any store you go into America, they looking at you as though you coming in out to commit some kind of crime. You know, you can't drive at night without being harassed. But y'all think but some of y'all feel like y'all already got equality, and yet you're still marching in the streets for equality. I mean, something don't add up. That sound to me, that's been in a dead state, man, where you don't understand that that you don't have equality. That you know, and you're marching in the streets of America for equality. You got to wake up, Israel, especially you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. It's time for y'all to wake up out of sleep. It's time to wake up out of sleep. You know, we're gonna keep reading. In verse 12, it says, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundations of it shall be smitten with plagues and punishment that Yahweh shall bring upon it. And why is Egypt mourning? Egypt is mourning because it's COVID-19. Egypt is mourning because right now you got the long food bank lines. Right now you got more Edomites that are out in California. You know, they struggling. They living on the highways and the byways. You know, in other parts of the cities up in this country. You know, the Edomites are struggling right now. They mourning. You know, and now you got the holidays coming up, and y'all gonna really see what Babylon the Great, i.e. America, is made of. Cause people gonna be going, hey, it's about to get real bad here. And look at the two candidates that you have running for your political office. You know, you Republicans, you sticking with Donald Trump. He gonna make America great again. And I guarantee you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, y'all not gonna be a part of that making America great again. You know, and the Democrats got Biden. You know, the cat got dementia, man. Something is wrong with the cat. But but he got a so-called black woman, you know, on his ticket. So, well, we know what that means. But you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans gonna be gravitating towards Biden, you know, at an alarming rate. Y'all gonna gravitate towards Biden. Why? Cause he got a Negro woman on his ticket, and really, I don't know if she's a Negro woman. She can be, you know, I don't know. I don't know if she's a Negro woman. I know she married to an Edomite, what appears to be an Edomite, because we all know you can't just look at somebody and tell if they're Edomite or not. We've been scattered to the four corners of the earth. So Jake don't plant his seed in everything. So, you know, that cat could be an Israelite. Verse 13, it said, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. The Most High saying, woe to the world and to all those that dwell therein. For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. And the modern day sword is the gun. It's your AR-15. It's your 9mm. You know, it's your shotgun. You know, your knives. So one people gonna stand up and fight against another people. And they're gonna be your so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans standing up and fight against Esau. If you look at it, they got it's 100 days straight that they've been marching up in Portland, Oregon. And that Black Lives Matter BS. It started by three sisters. They are lesbians. So that tell you what that Black Lives Matter thing is about. But it's been infiltrated by all the Edomites anyway. If you look at all the fires being set, the Edomites are doing all of that. But yet under the banner of Black Lives Matter. So anytime these Edomites see y'all, they think that y'all all into Black Lives Matter. That's the first thing, and that's how they look at you. Oh, there go a black person. You think he with Black Lives Matter? But again, the Most High said you're going to stand up and fight with swords in their hands. Verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of the action shall stand in their power. And they're saying they're not going to, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and Esau, who is the devil the Bible speaks of, y'all gonna come out the princes of the earth, which will be your congressmen, your senators, gonna be your local ran politicians. Why? Because y'all don't told lies. So people gonna be coming at it. It's just gonna be mass chaos out here in America, and it's already mass chaos. Look at Portland. Look at what's going on up in New York right now. Look what's going on up in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Even Chicago. The first thing come out of the Edomite mouth is, look at all the killings taking place in Chicago. And we know that's blackface. That's blackface right there, what's taking place in Chicago. That's only somebody with blackface going on killing. No arrest being made, just killing. Yeah, and we know we got some wicked Negroes out there, these young thugs out there killing each other. We know that. And Jake got to wake up from all that madness, that wickedness. But for the most part, we know also that Esau got that blackface on out there, because they already showed Joker with masks on. They got these masks that they're making it look just like a so-called Negro man. So we know that they doing is killing and keeping up that madness out there. Verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to. And this still is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 17. We'll read it again. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Because the man going to want to go into the city. You're not going to be able to go into the city. In certain cities, they got curfews right now because of this rioting that's taking place, throughout America. You can't go into the city, man. Verse 18. For because their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. And that's what's coming on the earth, great tribulation. Some of you can't see it. Some of you can't fathom that Babylon the Great, but you hear it again. First thing you ask an Edomite, they'll tell you America is the greatest country in the world, the greatest country in the world. So if America is the greatest country in the world, wouldn't that associate America with Babylon the Great? What country is better than America? You've been saying all your life, especially Edomites. I live in the greatest country in the world. You can't tell y'all not in the greatest country in the world. Your pride, the pride of you Edomites is high, always been high. But you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, yeah, you don't acclimate it into this society, but that don't mean you've been accepted into this society. You haven't been accepted. If you had been accepted, you wouldn't be marching in the streets of America right now. You wouldn't be asking for equality. If you had been accepted. These are the things you got to ask yourself. Who are you? Who are you, so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans? The elect don't say, I'm the biblical Israelites that the Bible speaks of. 2/3 of you going to continue to call yourself Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. 2/3 of you are destined you know, when these missiles come from Russia and Iran and China to come over here and destroy America along with the chariots of the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, you know, y'all gonna be, you know, missile food. But the elect gonna get beamed up. The elect gonna get beamed up in those chariots. And I think you so-called Christians call that the rapture. And again, I did a video on that, and many of you Christians don't even know how you're gonna get raptured. You know, why? Because you haven't searched the scriptures. You know, again, I didn't want this lesson to be long. I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praise to the Most High Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Kakadash. I'm going to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and to the Akim and the Akwaf listening and learning. Shalom. Who are you?